Welcome to today's session. It's not a normal session today. We're not going to get heavily involved with any development or experimental work. It's a little bit of a teaser or a preview session today. Now most of you guys will recognise what this little thing is. It's a K40. Now I've managed to get through 6 or 7 years of working with lasers and have not ever been involved with these little things. Basic, I think, is the best word I can use to describe them, and an excellent starter piece of kit. But there's a long story behind it, but let's just say I was persuaded to take a look at one of these and do some re-engineering on it. This is the tease. Well, look, the machine is running, exhaust, extraction and everything. Does it sound terrible? Let's just have a look, see what it does. That's interesting. I'll let you have a look in a minute. It's probably a $300 or $400 machine. I've been able to re-engineer it, and it's now doing engraving work at 1,000 millimeters a second. Yeah, you did hear me right. Come on, have a look. I know it's doing exactly 1,000 millimeters a second because I've timed it, I've checked it with my video frames, and well, you'll be able to see it for yourself if you're that interested. Just look at the precision and the quality of those very, very small features. I mean, the dots themselves on the outside ring there are about 3 millimeters diameter. As you guys probably know, anybody that's been watching this series, I have no direct association with Cloud Ray. I've got a very good, close, gentleman's friendship, if you like, with Cloud Ray. I give him things for free, and in return, things appear on my doorstep for free. We don't keep count. There is no money changing hands. This machine was presented to me for free. It wasn't brand new, but it was still free to me. And I was asked to see if I could upgrade it. No, upgrade was not what I had in mind. You need to watch the video series to see the whole story. Now, out of fairness to several people that have helped me along the way, first of all, I'm going to make sure that this series of videos is available to you guys through the Cloud Ray website. The basic electronic upgrade kit that they provide, they may well provide this series of videos there, or at least the links to the videos. And the other guy that I want to thank along the way is a guy called Gareth Lewis, who runs the laseruser.com website. It's everything you want to know collected in one place about using a laser. Now, one of the things that I produced for him was a series of 30 videos, I believe it was, which is basically the A to Z of Chinese laser machines and engraving. It's all about the technology and the machines in 30 sessions that are about half-hour videos. Some of them are 20 minutes, some of them are 40 minutes. It just depends on what the subject is. If you're new to lasers and want to learn all about the technology, then I suggest you go to laseruser.com. Now, when he started the website off, if you wanted access to my A to Z of lasers, then I'm afraid you had to pay a very, very small membership fee. But that's past. The website has grown now to a point where he can make membership totally free and totally accessible to everyone. So don't feel intimidated about going to laseruser.com, because there you'll find all my videos summarized, indexes. Gareth has done a fantastic job of making all my videos available to you guys, along with this 6 series video set that will come along shortly, and I'll explain why shortly. He's got an association with Lightburn, and he's running all their videos as well. and various other videos of interest and subjects of interest. So please go and have a look at the lacyuser.com website. We have a bit of a problem. At this very moment in time, you can watch the videos and there will be drawings available. They're the basic drawings that I use to produce this machine. They're not really production drawings. But then again, it depends on how you want to tackle this project. Maybe you only want the ideas and you want to make it into your version. That's fine. You've got the drawings there to start with. You can adapt them, you can modify them, you can do whatever you want with the drawings. But I suspect there's going to be quite a lot of people out there that do not have the same skills or facilities that I have to do what I've done to this machine. I've tried to keep it as basic and as simple as possible, but it can still be outside the reach of many of the people that buy these machines first time. It would be nice if I could manufacture mechanical kits of parts that people could bolt into these machines. The digital controller kit is already available at CloudRay as a K40 upgrade kit. You may well find that CloudRay will take over the responsibility for supplying mechanical parts eventually. Now, as I say eventually, it may be sooner rather than later. I don't know, because I haven't had any feedback from CloudRay. Probably because I haven't sent them any drawings yet. But I'm sure they will have an interest in supplying mechanical parts. In the meantime, I will probably supply a few sets of mechanical parts to the early uptakers that want to get involved with this project. If CloudRay decide that they are not going to produce mechanical sets, then Gareth at lacyuser.com will happily provide those sets of parts. So we have three options at the moment, and I've got no idea how it will finally finish up. The only thing is, as you can see, I'm old, I'm fat, I'm grey, I'm ugly, and I'm not going to live forever. So I don't want the responsibility of supplying parts to machines that will go on for the next 20 or 30 years. Because, okay, they might be very basic, but I'm sure they have an everlasting lifetime, because they're such a simple machine to start off your journey into laser cutting or engraving. I'm probably going to decide to manufacture a small batch of, call them production parts, that you can bolt into here. They will not be exactly the same as the parts that I've got in here at the moment. But what I shall do, when I've got production parts, I will produce another video for you guys to show how those production parts fit in and replace the parts that I've made for this prototype. And when we get to that point, I shall have more of an idea of how we can service the demand that might be there for future sets of mechanical parts. There won't be everything that you want to know shown in the 6 series of videos. This is very much a help you along the way to make your machine into something that's a bit special. It doesn't have to be an exact copy of my machine, but I'm showing you the potential of what this K40 can achieve. If you've got small products, then this is something that you can do for yourself, and it works wonderfully well. You know that I don't give you any bullshit. This is a good machine now. When I compare it to my other light blade machine, my China Blue machine, the Rust Spec machine, the Tangerine Tiger, which yet is to fulfill its real promise, it's good. And I've thoroughly enjoyed the challenge of making this into something serious. There are slower machines around that you can buy, much more expensive and slower machines that you can buy. This is an interesting challenge for those people that want to do a little bit of engineering themselves and create their own little macro monster. Thanks for your time, and I'll catch up with you in another session.